let's now move to Allison Subasic from also at Penn State. Allison?
Hi, thanks for having me. So I was asked to just briefly give a little introduction. I came out when I was in college, and that's one of the reasons I do the work I do today, because there were no adequate resources for me, besides a great counselor that we had on campus, but there were no resource centers. There were no professional careers on campus at that point. And I saw a lot of my friends struggle through things. I certainly did. And there needs to be resources on college campuses for students. And part of that comes from the research that you just saw Sue Rankin talk about, that there's still only 7% of campuses have LGBT centers or people doing this work. So some of the things I've worked on in the past are listed here. I don't know really how important those are, but the number one important thing for me is the last bullet point here, that students are our number one priority. That's why we have colleges and universities, and we need to be able to support them and keep them in school and increase our retention and recruitment rates. So some of the things that we do here at Penn State that other people can model their programs after. Let's see. So life here at Penn State University for folks that are LGBT, and that includes students, staff, and faculty, and our alumni and people that live in the surrounding community. But we have 24 campuses throughout the Commonwealth, and each location is vastly different from each other. The main campus is at University Park, and that's in State College, Pennsylvania. Some of the resources that we have and organizations at the main campus include inclusive policies and procedures that go over actually all of the campuses, and those are important things that Dr. Rankin was also talking about. We have a commission on LGBT equity. If your campus does not have some kind of commission or faculty staff group, I would encourage you to get one or have one started. A lot of different student groups. Not all students are going to want to fit in one box, so it's nice to have a variety of different ways for them to get involved. Obviously, I would advocate for an LGBT resource center. We have an LGBT minor here at our campus, and we have gay and lesbian community groups for folks to get involved in if they are faculty and staff. There's a local PFLAG group, and there's a lot of other supportive offices on campus that we do a lot of collaboration with that are great. But the reality for many in Pennsylvania and many colleges and universities around the country is you can live in a really great location with beautiful resources and surroundings around you. And predominantly it is a supportive environment, but there is homophobia and a lack of awareness and education around LGBTA issues and concerns, particularly outside of the university community, and that's common in many college areas, not necessarily just at Penn State. So those are other things that we need to work on. So some of the specific resources, programs and interventions that we do here at Penn State are outreaching to all of the different campuses and doing consulting. We have an LGBT mentorship program, LGBTA lectureship series, Pride Week and COD programming, working with student groups, Safe Zone programs. Ours is called the LGBT Support Network. We have a speakers bureau. Those are really easy to start and great on campuses. We do an LGBTA leadership retreat. We do Lavender graduation. We have a safe space program. We have lots of amazing resources and materials and incredibly knowledgeable staff that can help whoever comes through the door. And I want to direct all of you to the LGBTA Architect, because it's something that we created here at Penn State with the help of the Calvinist Foundation and the consortium of higher education educators and folks that do my kind of work around the country. But the website for that is architect.lgbtcampus.org, and there's great resources there if you're at a college or university and want to get some more support for starting an office on your campus or doing programs. And my last slide is how we use no dumb questions. It's one of the things Melissa asked us to kind of share, and I use actually the video a lot, particularly at other campuses when I do presentations, and specifically if I do transgender training. It's a great way, especially for staff and faculty, to just open up and talk about the topic of transitioning, transgendered individuals, and it's a really non-threatening, great way to get conversation going. So that's it. Thanks.
That's great, Allison. Thank you so much for all that.